Hello, I'm Brenda Waugh. I'm a lawyer and a mediator in Virginia and West Virginia. I accept mediation cases throughout the state, and I have offices that are physically located in Leesburg, Virginia, and in Charlestown, West Virginia. And today I have a short video for you that will help explain the steps that you need to go through to get a custody order or divorce in Virginia. This will hopefully help you in making decisions about what process to use and how to proceed in divorce. This will give you a little background on what you need to do legally to obtain a divorce in Virginia. Again, this is not legal advice. This is just some information that may help you. By watching this, you're not a client of mine. And in fact, I will hope to be able to be your mediator one day. So I definitely do not provide you with any legal advice. Any information in this video is only pertaining to Virginia and does not pertain to any other state. So what is the process? What are the steps? What do you need to do to get that divorce order from a judge in Virginia? First of all, you have to file it in the right place. That's called jurisdiction and venue. You can't file for divorce in Las Vegas. You can't file for divorce in California when you don't live there. So you need to have, the court has to have jurisdiction, and it has to be the most convenient place to bring this suit for the both of you. Generally, jurisdiction and venue is going to be where you last lived together. If either of you have moved out of state, that can make it a little more complicated. And I would urge you to speak with an attorney to make sure you've got the appropriate jurisdiction and venue established. What are the steps? So you've decided that it's the right place to file. What happens? Well, it starts that you've got to have a period of separation in Virginia. It can be 6 months or a year, depending on whether or not you have children. However, that doesn't mean you can't get a property settlement agreement or a parenting plan done long before you file for divorce legally. So don't let that stop you from proceeding. If you've decided to separate, it's a great idea to get a separation agreement with the other party, even though you can't file for divorce for 6 months or a year. When you do decide to file for divorce, the complaint is filed. And in Virginia, if there's a custody issue, it would be referred to mediation. You would get a mediator provided by the state, and that would be entirely voluntary. However, the only thing the mediator could do is work on the custody mediation issues. They couldn't work on property issues and other issues. Once the complaint is served, that means it's mailed to the other party. They may then file the answer, and then a hearing will be scheduled. In Virginia, there is no requirement to appear at the hearing if you have an agreement and an attorney files for your case. So those are kind of the steps. Separation, and you can get an agreement at the time of separation and a parenting plan set up. That time lapses, you file the complaint, there's an answer, you may go to mediation, and then you have a hearing that you may not have to attend. After the hearing, the judge issues the order. So if you're thinking about divorce, what are your next steps? There's a number of videos that are available on my channel that discuss your options in Virginia and West Virginia. Your next step needs to be to decide whether you're ready. You may want to work with a therapist, your minister, your best friend to make sure that you are ready. Make sure both of you are ready. Then decide on the process. Don't rush out to a lawyer's office and file a complaint. You have other options, and that might be your option you choose on, but you may want to use mediation, you may want to use collaborative law, you may want to use arbitration, or you may want to use litigation. So you'll need to decide on the process. If you don't understand that question, I have a video on deciding the process. Once you decide on the process you want, you need to select your professionals. If you're going to use mediation, you need to select a mediator. If you're going to use arbitration, you need to select an arbitrator. If you're going to use litigation, you need a lawyer. If you're going to use collaborative law, you need lawyers that are trained to do collaborative law. If you're wondering what to do as you're thinking about this and trying to get prepared, assembling financial documents is helpful. Eventually, you're going to need to have those to be able to figure out what to do with marital assets. So once you kind of feel ready and you've started to get these materials together, you've decided on a process, start scheduling meetings with the professionals that you are going to rely on and interview them. Figure out who you want to work with and what your objectives are, what your goals are, and obtain those by being very strategic and mindful about how you're proceeding. So thank you very much. I'm sorry, I was skipping over this and I can't do that. Should you hire a lawyer? That's a question. In both states, there's no requirement to have a lawyer to get divorced. Some people want lawyers to advise them. Other people don't. Some people like to get their agreement done and then have a lawyer advise them. Some people like the lawyer to go to mediation with them. There's many different ways. So, but these are some of the factors that I see people thinking about when they're deciding whether or not they want to hire a lawyer. If you have more questions for me, I offer a free 15-minute consultation. Just go to the website, brendawall.com, and you can schedule it right there online, and then you can bring your questions and ask me. Again, there's other videos. There's a video on property division, on child custody, on your options. And I think there's a few others on the channel that deal with Virginia and West Virginia. So I urge you to watch those, schedule a free consultation, and we'd like to help you in any way we can. Thank you and good luck with this important and tough decision.